Everybody, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing out there? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're streaming us from. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to my live stream. You already know how we do it. It's short time as usual, guys. Thanks so much for joining, wherever you're joining in from. I'm happy that you're here. So today, guys, we have an interesting topic, as you can already see the title, and we're basically talking about late night eating and weight gain. So does it really matter? You eating, past 8, what most people say, does it really matter when it comes to, weight gain and all that? That's what we are here to talk about. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for coming through. Thanks so much for joining. I just can't wait to, have this kind of conversation with you. But otherwise, you are welcome. Just waiting in for more people to join and we begin on our conversation, right? And otherwise, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I missed you last weekend, but finally, I'm here. I was caught up a little bit, but finally, I'm here. So wherever you're watching us from, welcome. If it's your first time here, I'm Girls, straight out Girls Fitness. We're all about fitness, wellness, and general health. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down in the chat. I'll be answering them and giving you straight answers to your living room or wherever you're streaming from. But about the topic, if you have any questions, if you want to react about the topic, it's fine. You can also react about the topic in the chat, and I'll be happy, to see your reactions. But if you're in position to share me out so that we can have an amazing, amazing audience, please share me out to your different audiences on your socials so that we can have an amazing audience in the house. Otherwise, thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you always. So right now, let me just try to share this stream out so that we can have more people joining us, right? So that we can have more people join us. But otherwise, thanks so much for joining us. And if you've already joined us, please comment down below so that I can see you and give you a shout out. Comment so that I can give you a shout out. Who is in the building? Who is in the building? Who is in the building? Guys, if you're already here, let me know so that we can get started. Join in so that we can get started. What's up? If you're in the building, please remember to smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Also comment in the live chat so that I can know that you are here. And thanks so much, of course, for supporting, right? Thanks so much for supporting. Hey, so brother, I'm just trying to share myself to my different audiences so that they can, join in. I don't want to, leave you behind. Fazirat Bora, hey, what's up? How you doing? Thanks so much for joining in. You're saying, hi, I wonder why I'm gaining weight. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. Don't tell me that you've been eating past, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and that's the reason you're gaining weight. Perhaps we are going to establish the reason why you are gaining weight and how, of course, you can perhaps lose all that weight. If it's your first time here, of course, so many videos on this channel. You can just go to my channel and see all the videos that we've done. concerning the cause of weight gain, how you can lose that weight. So that's why you need to subscribe. You need to subscribe right about us so that you don't miss on any video coming very soon. Feel free to share this. Feel free to share this so that more people can join in. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for coming. Queen Macleaf Dagulo. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Thanks for the amazing thumbs up. Thanks for the amazing thumbs up. So Queen, where are you streaming us from? Where are you streaming us from? Where are you streaming us from? Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? And if you have any question about, guys, weight loss, training, fitness, and all that, before we go into the topic, you can ask your questions. I can answer them direct. Especially you, the early birds, you can get your answers really quick before we dive into our topic. Guys, remember, if it's your first time here, remember to subscribe as well. But guys, so others are going to find us on the way. So so many people out there, they always get worried, eating past particular time so that they don't gain weight. And of course, most people, they always say eating, beyond 8 p.m. is, responsible for their weight gain. But is it really true? Is that really a fact, or it's just a fiction? And that's what we are here to talk about. So we are here to talk about facts, of course, not fiction. But in reality, what you eat and how much that you eat is more important than when you eat it. So this whole thing of, you eating past 8 p.m. and all that, doesn't work out. So there's something we call a circadian rhythm, and a circadian rhythm basically is you're meant to eat during the day, and nighttime is for resting and sleeping. So most people think when you're eating in the night, you're actually going against your circadian rhythm. So but is that true? So there are so many studies that have been done in animals. If you look at the study that was done in mice, the mice that ate in opposition to the circadian rhythm, they actually gained more weight compared to the mice or the control group that was eating during the day. But there are not so many of these studies, especially done in humans. In humans, it's kind of different. I mean, what you eat is more important compared to when you eat it, or how much you eat is more important compared to when you eat it. But here is the problem. What happens is most late night eaters, they tend to eat a lot. So at the end of the day, for you to gain weight, you must be in a caloric surplus. So it all goes back to how many calories are you taking in. So people who tend to eat late in the night, past 8 p.m. or going to bed, they tend to consume more calories. And there's a reason for that. So if you look at people who eat during the day, throughout the day, for example, if you eat your supper before 8 p.m. and then someone else eats their supper beyond 8 p.m., Most studies actually show that most people who eat towards bedtime, they actually eat more calories, and of course, they end up going beyond their maintenance calories, so they end up eating a caloric surplus, and that's the cause of their weight gain. But let's assume that you're eating past 10 p.m., but at the end of the day, you are not taking in so many calories. So it doesn't really matter. So um, what all zeros down to how many calories are you taking in? So if you're eating at midnight, are you still in your daily requirement of calories? So, but the problem is like how I've said, most late night eaters, they always tend to eat so many calories and they tend to overeat. But on top of that, many people who tend to eat late in the night, they tend to, have poor food choices. I mean, you know yourselves out there that when it cracks past 8 p.m., you're most likely going to grab a chapati, you're going to grab a soda or, any beverage on the street, you're going to grab anything and eat that. And of course, we know that these foods, they contain a lot of empty calories, they're not healthy for you. So they end up, making you eat more calories than you would have, eaten. So that's the problem with most people who eat late in the night. They tend to make unhealthy food choices, which affects, their calories. So at the end of the day, those ones are bound to, gaining weight. Because at night, we're going to get the best food. We're going to get those low caloric healthy foods nowhere. So you're most likely going to snack here and there, and of course you end up messing your journey, especially if you're in a weight loss journey. You're going to find yourself eating more calories than you're supposed to consume over the day or throughout the day. So it's very, very important that when you're eating past 8 p.m., you're still in your range of calories that you're supposed to eat. But most people, they end up consuming more than what they're supposed to be eating. Um, Eating the African way. What's up? How you doing? You're saying welcome, girl. You're saying, hey people, Miss Independent, you're the first one here. You're an early bird. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. And guys, if you're in a position to share me out, just share me out and let's have an amazing, amazing time. So, like how I was saying, most people they just find themselves having unhealthy choices, and that's the options they only have, which of course affects their total amount of calories. But other than that, if you're able to eat within your limit of calories, I think, and studies have showed this one. You're not going to just gain weight by just eating past 8 p.m. It all goes down to how many calories are you taking in. So it doesn't really matter whether you eat at midnight, whether you eat at 5 a.m., but are you eating the same range of calories? That's the most important, and not to overshoot and go beyond your calories. But also there's something we call meal frequency. So when you look at people who eat a heavy breakfast, um, they tend to not overeat or get so many cravings throughout their days. So it's very, very important that if you're out there and you're on a weight loss journey, you need to focus, especially if you're not doing intermittent fasting, you need to focus on having a healthy breakfast. I mean, don't have a breakfast that is full of sugary foods, donuts, buns, and all that stuff. Make sure that you have a breakfast that has a lot of protein on it and a lot of good fats on it. So please, those ones, they are so filling. So you're going to have a feeling of fullness throughout that day, which means you're not going to over snack. So even in the night when you have your lunch, when you have your heavy lunch, you need to have healthy choices so that in the night you're not getting all these cravings. Then if you're eating past 4 p.m. or you're eating around 5 p.m. or you're eating around 6 p.m., it's really, really imperative that you eat a healthy meal I mean, you're eating your good protein, you're eating your fats, you're eating a little bit of, good carbs, so that in the night you're not fighting, cravings or hunger. But if cravings come, you still have choices. I mean, you can have low caloric dense foods. For example, you can have carrots. You can just grab a carrot and you eat it. You can grab grapes and eat. You can decide to take coffee. You can decide to take green tea. Anything when those cravings in the night come. So as long as you must make sure that you're not eating in a caloric surplus. I mean, you're not shooting your calories to the roof. So by eating beyond past 8 p.m., it's not the reason you're actually overweight. The reason you're overweight is simply because you're eating unhealthy choices beyond that time and you're eating too much beyond 8 p.m. That's what happens. But in reality, what you eat and how much you eat, is very, very important. Is more important than when you eat it. Mr. Penn is saying, I'm waiting on you. Now in the busy, let me leave the. Oh, you want to connect with Miss Independence want to connect with eating the African way. That's really cool. You guys, you can connect to each other. And of course, if you have any questions, please drop them down so that I can answer them straight into your face. So in reality, guys, does eating beyond 6 p.m. or eating it in the night cause weight gain? Yes, if you are eating unhealthy choices, if you're affecting the total number of calories or your maintenance calories that you're supposed to be consuming throughout the day, you're going to most likely gain weight from it. But if you know these are my maintenance calories and I'm not eating beyond the limit, so it doesn't matter whether you eat at 4 a.m., midnight, 11 p.m. It really doesn't matter. What matters most is how many calories are you consuming. That's what you should know. So people who work in the night, people who work night shifts, most likely those people, because they have no choices, they can't get the best food options, they end up, snacking a lot, they're going to grab these beverages, sugar beverages and all that. And of course, they'll end up, overeating, so which will affect the total number of calories. But also stuff like sleep deprivation, stress itself, those things, of course, affect the total number of calories that you're eating. I mean, when you're stressed, there's something we call emotional eating. You're just eating whatever, crosses your face. It doesn't matter what crosses your face, you are simply eating. So that one, of course, is going to affect the number of calories that you're taking in and hence gain weight. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So if you've just joined us, thanks for joining us. I'm happy that you're here. Do not forget to smash that like button. If you're new, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. More cool stuff is coming. If you have any questions, please let me know so that I can answer your questions as well. Miss Independent, you're saying hi to Cynthia. You're saying, hey, baby girl. Hope she's listening and watching as well. So at the end of the day, guys, to gain weight, it all zeroes down to a positive energy balance. And to lose weight, you must be in a negative energy balance. So what you take in is really, really very, very important compared to when you take it in. So these things of, you're eating past 8 p.m., you're eating past 10 p.m., it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Sylvia, thanks so much for joining us. I see you saying, how can I control my appetite? Because whenever I see something good, I feel like I should eat. So what happens is most people, of course, they struggle with appetite and especially they have cravings or they're addicted, especially to sugary foods. I mean, you're someone has been eating a lot of sugar stuff, so your brain is already, every time you see or think about, a pizza, think about a burger, every time you think about a soda and all that stuff, your appetite shoots that level. But the only thing that you can do very well is you need to learn how to control your appetite by one, making sure that you eat foods that are more filling. I mean, every time you want to eat, you're just eating French fries, burgers, donuts, and blah blah. So you're not concentrating on eating those whole plant-based foods, which are more filling, which can suppress your appetite. I mean, most people they are eating a lot of foods without fiber, so their foods are just going through their digestive tract like a marathon. Of course, your appetite has to go high, and of course, for you to control your appetite, you must reduce on the sugary foods that you're eating. I mean, if you're someone who is addicted to a lot of sugar, I mean, you eat a lot of carbohydrates, at the end of the day, your appetite is going to keep high. Because what happens is every time you eat a lot of sugary foods and all that, you cause a sugar insulin crash, and your body detects that you're going in a state of hyperglycemia. It's going to tell your brain, hey, this side we are doing bad. Tell this guy to eat. You understand what I'm saying? So your brain is telling you, please, can you eat more? So it's very, very important that you focus on eating whole foods, vegetables, different grains, and all that. But also focus on eating, a lot of protein. Focus on having proteins in your diet and stuff like broccoli. It can be plant-based protein, animal protein, but make sure that whatever you're eating, you're putting protein there so that protein have like the high satiety, um, stimulates like your body or your mind not to crave for food all the time because there's that satiation that protein brings. You're feeling full all the time. So when you're feeling full, of course, your brain is not going to tell you to go and eat. So your hunger hormone brain is going to be suppressed, going to keep down as long as you're eating enough protein. But if you're someone who is ever eating sugar, juices, sodas and all that, just know it's going to be hard for you. Hope Sylvia answer your question. One, focus on eating whole foods. Don't focus on eating donuts, burgers, pizzas. Everything you're eating is just sugar. Focus on eating stuff which is whole, even if it is sugar, but focus on eating like whole grains instead of eating a lot of processed foods. What else we have here? Guys, we have a few minutes to the end of this live stream, just about 7 minutes. So if there's something you want me to talk about, please let me know so that I can talk about it right now before I leave. But I appreciate you every time you come through. Sylvia is saying, Atom is independent, you be surprised to stop eating omori. Guys, you're just cracking jokes. But otherwise, guys, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer your questions. So, guys, what matters most is what you eat, how much you eat, more than when you eat it. So, this whole thing of you eating past 8 p.m., you find people struggling, rushing. And I want to have eaten by 6 p.m. I want to have eaten by, 10 p.m. It really doesn't matter as long as you're eating the healthy choices, as long as you're eating within your your caloric needs. You're not shooting over the roof. But how I've said, most late night eaters, they tend to eat a lot, but on top of that, they tend to choose unhealthy options. But it's very, very important that if you're someone who has a lot of cravings in the night, grab something that really doesn't have a lot of calories. You can grab, a carrot, you can grab stuff like grapes, You can take your coffee, you can take your green tea. Such kind of stuff, of course, it has less calories. So it really doesn't matter when you're eating them. What matters is what you're eating and how much that you're eating. Mm. Otherwise, guys, you've just been awesome. You know how we do it. You know how we do it every weekend, every Saturday. So I don't want to spend a lot of time here, guys. I'll just beg you guys, you let me be if you don't have any questions. If you have any questions before I leave, I'm just giving you a minute to drop your questions so that I can answer them too before I leave. If you feel like connecting with anyone here, please connect. Anybody who has joined us, if you just come in, please, we're talking about eating late in the night and weight gain. Oh, Queen, you're still here. Awesome. So connected with the Miss Independent. Huh. My bro Ken, what's up? How you doing? You've almost come at the end of this live stream. I mean, perhaps you go back and watch. But how's everything? How's everything, bro? Here right now, Corona is becoming a serious problem. I mean, every time and then the situation keeps worsening. So, but otherwise, we are doing well. We're doing great. Thanks for joining in. So, can edit to maybe recap you for you a little bit. Been talking about eating late in the night and weight gain, and we are saying that it doesn't really matter the time you're eating. What matters is what you're eating and how much that you're eating. But I've already seen people saying, I'm not going to eat past 6 p.m., I'm not going to eat past 8 p.m., such kind of stuff. It really doesn't matter as long as you're still eating in your requirements, in your total daily caloric requirements. But what most people do is they eat late in the night, but late in the night, that's when people eat more food. On top of that, people are eating unhealthy choices because late in the night, you're not going to get healthy options. Perhaps other markets are closed, or the supermarkets are closed. So you're going to end up snacking, grabbing at chapatis, French fries, chips, and all that, and you end up eating such kind of stuff. And we all know that all that stuff contains less calories, contains more calories without any nutrition value. So you're basically eating more calories in the night. But if you're someone who knows what your total body calorie requirements, you're someone who track what you eat, it doesn't matter when you eat it. What matters is what you're eating. But even if you're someone who still feel you shouldn't eat, past 6 p.m., past 8 p.m., it's still fine. If you're still struggling with cravings past 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., you can grab stuff like grapes, stuff like carrots, coffee, green tea, as long as you're taking in stuff that contains less calories and it's not going to affect your total calories of the day. So that's what's the most important. But the bottom line is what you eat, when how much that you're eating is more important than when you eat it, right? Whether it's in the night, whether it's during the day, it really doesn't matter. So even if you're not eating past 8 p.m., but you're eating like a thief during the day, you're eating more calories than your body needs. Of course, you have to gain weight. So that is it. That is it. But otherwise, guys, you've been so awesome. Those who have showed up, thanks so much for coming. I would beg to end this live stream from here. If you don't have any questions, see you in my next live stream. Mad love and peace.